Welcome everybody to the Truck Series, race number 8 out of 14. The Allstar Offline Racing Series getting ready to do battle here at Bristol. Gonna start qualifying, see who gets the pole for this race. 125 laps is the distance tonight. The points championship has closed in a good bit. Last week at Texas, Dylan Eberheimen had a bad race. That's the points leader. He lost a huge chunk of his points lead. Eric Jacks now trails him 64 points back in second. Third, Jacob Britt by 88 points. Tim Zimmer and Gary Harmon, they're 103 and 105 points back. Damian Singletary in sixth place, he's 109. Top six drivers pretty close. Then you've got Cody Rhodes, Caleb Johnson, Lindsey Hancock, and Bruce Zero. Bruce is 172 points back. Top 15 drivers within 200 points of the points leader. Now remember, you can get stage points here. Look at this. Oh, wow. Axel Zero gets the pole, but Bean Weeby had it for a second. He won the Cup race last week at Texas, got his first win. Bean Weeby needs to have a good finish in this series. He is last in points right now, 108 points back behind the car in front of him in 33rd position. So far in 7 races, Bean Weeby has had 4 DNFs, but he has fallen back a little bit now. He had the fastest lap for a while, but not anymore. Looks like the 3 of Axel Zero might have the fast lap here at Bristol. Bean Weeby fell all the way back to 30th. Only 34 trucks in this race. Tim Zimmer up in 6th place. That 49 team, they are still trying to find a permanent backup driver for the rest of the season. I'm not sure if any of those drivers are going to be able to make it back in the truck or the Cup Series before the end of this season. Their relief driver, Quan Hazem, he was in a very bad crash at Texas last week. And fortunately, 2 weeks ago it's been. Fortunately, he was not injured. I mean, he was injured, but fortunately he is okay. I'm not sure if he'll be able to make a return to the car or not. But they have another relief driver in that number 49. We'll get back. We'll talk about that in here in just a second. Meanwhile, the 3 of Axel Zero and Yale Carrillo, they're going to be on the front row. Points leader Dylan Eberheimen, he starts all the way back in 24th position. A couple drivers up near the front of the points. Hopefully, they're hoping that they can get some points. So the 3 of Axel Zero is going to get the pole. Beside him, we said, is the 20 of Yale Carrillo. Actually, then we've got the 51, that is Lindsey Hancock. Beside her is the 54 of Colton Harmon. The third row, the 25, Laura Lee Weeby. The 50 of Tim Zimmer. Tim is 4th in points. He's looking pretty good this season. Won at Martinsville, the only other short track. The 49, that's supposed to be Quan Hazem, subbing for Alexander Jones. Tim Brannigan has decided to step into that truck. He raced for the 41, Leland Fife, earlier this season. Beside him is the 63 of Sheila Harmon. We've then got the 16 of Caleb Johnson. The 83 of Alejandro Rodriguez won at Texas last week. The 23, Brendan Hancock. Beside him, the 88 of Callie Hancock. She won at Charlotte earlier this season. She is trying to get back in the points championship. She's a little bit further back. Got the 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne. Beside him is the 41 of Leland Fife. Leland's been pretty strong since his return. The 18 of Damian Singletary. He is 6th place in points. Beside him, the 17 of John Book. We've got the 6 of Cody Higginbotham. Beside him, the 10 of C.J. Williams. The 4 of Zach Cronin, won last week in the Cup Series at Watkins Glen. Beside him, the 98 of Hunter Blade. Got the 21 of Jacob Britt. Beside him, the 33 Logan York. In the next row, it's the 75 Eric Jacks, the 2nd place driver in points. Beside him, the 46 Dylan Eberheim, and he is the points leader. Then we've got the 87 Alejandro Rodriguez, Gary Harmon. There's Tavis Haken, Tyrell Resner, Bruce Zero, Bean Weeby, Ron Jackson, the 15 of Stephen Pollard III, Ryan Benjamin, and Gavin Jones. The pace car is off. We are under green flag here at Bristol. 125 laps in this race. Axel gets a great start. He is going to bring the 51 Lindsay Hancock with him. She clears the outside line. Somehow that 50 of Tim Zimmer. He started back in 5th. He's up to 3rd already. The first 5 drivers, single file. You see the 49, Tim Brannigan. He is clear. Colton Harmon started in 2nd, and he is falling back on that outside line. He is almost outside the top 10 now. Battle for the lead. Look at Tim Zimmer, or battle for 2nd. Tim Zimmer takes 2nd from Lindsay. Meanwhile, the 3 of Axel Zero, he has a huge lead already. A 2nd lead for him. He's starting to pull away here at Bristol. Bean Weeby off the pace. I don't know if he got spun out. Bean Weeby might have been spun out. See if we see any skid mark. Oh, the caution is out. Oh, looks like Hunter Blade, I think. Oh, Hunter Blade into the wall now. He spins Logan York out. First caution of the race on lap 5. Well, if Bean Weeby was spun out, he missed that wreck, whatever happened, so that could be a good thing for him. Meantime, the 3 of Axel Zero is going to be the race leader. Yeah, you see a lot of skid marks on the front stretch. We'll have to go back and look, see what happened. Pace truck is... I don't know what the pace truck's doing. There we go, pace truck is finally merging. Well, let's go back first off, and let's see what happened with Bean Weeby. Yeah, Bean Weeby got spun out on the 2nd lap. Oh, he hit the wall pretty hard, too. Watch the, I think that's Stephen Pollard, the 3rd. Spins Bean out. Bean gets some damage there. And we're not sure what happened with this next caution. Or this next crash. Looks like the 10, CJ Williams, got turned around. Our apologies, Bean. We did not know you spun out. See, Tyrell Resner just clipped the 10, and he spins out for some reason. That threw the caution. So under caution early here at Bristol. Bean Weeby and CJ Williams, the first 2 trucks that have had issues today. Both drivers are outside of the top 30 in points. Remember, at lap number 74, the caution's going to come out. That's when we will throw the caution. The leader will come by for lap 75. We'll be halfway through the race. That is when the stage will end. So, I'm sorry, actually, it's lap number 67. That's just before the halfway point. Our apologies again. It's actually lap 62. 62 is when the caution will come out. Lap 63, when the leader gets past the start-finish line, is when we will be halfway through the race. Makes more sense. Okay, there we go. So, lap 62. Pace lights are off on the pace truck. We're getting ready to go back to green already. Nobody came down pit road. So Axel Zero, the number 3, going to lead the field back down to the green flag. And we are underway here at Bristol yet again. Tim Zimmer went from 5th to 2nd on that initial start. But he has got the 49, Tim Brannigan, right behind him. Tim trying to get 2nd place away. So far, nobody has anything for Axel Zero. He is starting to pull away already. Back here, a little bit of contact. Oh, the 18, Damian Singletary into the wall hard. And he's going to come up the track. Huge crash on turns 1 and 2. The 8 is around. The 97 was involved. That's Gary Harmon. Ron Jackson was spun out. He looks to be stuck on the track. Damian Singletary, heavy damage on his car. Caution number 2. Leland Fife looks like he has a little bit of damage to the back. So caution number 2 out. Looks like Tim Brannigan might have an issue. He's on the apron. I don't know if he's coming down pit road or what is happening with that car. He might have a tire down, so Tim Brannigan's race taking a turn for the worst. We see the leader's coming down pit road anyway, so looks like we might have a split strategy call here. The first 2 drivers coming down. Tim Zimmer, 3rd place, he is going to stay out. Laura Lee Wiebe, the 25, she's coming down as well. Looks like they're the only 3 trucks coming down pit road. Well, we basically saw what happened there in that caution. Go ahead and show you. You see the 18, Damian Singletary, retires from the race. He won the day race here at Bristol earlier this season. Just couldn't get it done today. Involved in a hard crash on the front stretch, and then see Bruce Zero, Yale Carrillo was involved. Gary Harmon, he hit the 18 of Damian Singletary pretty hard. Ron Jackson, he was caught up in the crash. Just the 6 and the 22 made a little bit of contact. I think that checked the 18 up, and then Zach Cronin went ahead and spun the 18 around. Nowhere to go. Gary Harmon involved. He's 5th in points. Damian Singletary 6th place in points. Right now, Tim Zimmer, he's 4th place in the points, and he is the race leader, leading some laps here early at Bristol. So Ron Jackson, Hunter Blade, and Gary Harmon are all 3 1 lap down. 2 of the points contenders having issues already today. Jacob Britt, Eric Jacks, Damian Singletary, or Dylan Eberheim, top 3 drivers in points. The 46, the points leader, he is running in 14th place. Jacob Britt's in 8th place. And then Tim Zimmer leading this race. Eric Jacks, he is in 10th place. So, top 4 drivers in points not having a bad day so far. We have a long way to go, though. Just under 50 laps in the stage. Tim Zimmer's looking to get those 50 points. If he can get 50 points, he could be within striking distance of taking the points lead away. But now this is going to get interesting already early in this race. We've got double file restarts. Lap cars on the inside line. At 97, Gary Harmon, he was involved in the crash. Oh, there's a 4th car a lap down. That is the 49 now of Tim Brannigan. Tim came down pit road. He had an issue. So green flag back in the air. Tim Zimmer gets a great start. He is going to be able to clear both lines. Caleb Johnson, that number 16, is not going to be able to clear the lap car below him. Oh, they're crashing. Huge crash on the backstretch. The 41 is around. Oh, the 33, the 17, the 3. He was the race leader. The 15, heavy damage. Eric Jacks, 2nd place in points. Heavy damage on his truck. See Logan York. There's Stephen Pollard. Is that Jacob Britt? That's Jacob Britt, 3rd place in points. Ryan Benjamin's involved. The 63, Sheila Harmon, she's involved. Ooh, Tavis Haken hitting Bruce Zero. John Book has heavy damage on the front of his truck. I don't think that 46 of Dylan Eberheim was involved. I think he made it past without any issues. I don't know how that crash happened. Eric Jacks, heavy damage on his truck. And yeah, Eric already retired. So Eric Jacks, 2nd place driver in the points. He will retire here tonight. Let's watch the restart. I think it started with these trucks here. Oh, Tavis Haken was the first truck around. Multiple trucks spinning out. Oh, my gosh. Heavy contact with multiple trucks here. Looks like Jacob Britt, Tavis Haken just hit each other. Ryan Benjamin and Ryan Benjamin and the 75, Eric Jacks, had nowhere to go. And everybody just piles in. Watch again. Go ahead and watch the 21 of Jacob Britt. He just tried to get underneath Tavis, and then I think he got a push from Zach Cronin. And that sent everybody around, and that just is not good. The 88 of Callie Hancock, she got some damage in that crash. She was on the outside line. I think she'll be okay, though. Man, oh man. A lot of points contenders involved in this crash. Eric Jack's involved. Many other points contenders as well. Yeah, Callie spins the 15 out after he made some heavy contact. The points leader, Dylan Eberheimen, might have been involved. He was pretty far back here. He was actually, well, he was running 14th. We're on board with the points leader. He did a great job getting slowed down, and he did get a little bit of damage, but nothing bad. So the points leader, surviving a crash so far. Still a long way to go. Watch from Sheila Harmon's view. She also had a pretty hard impact. Went down low. Almost made it past. Hit Ryan Benjamin. Very hard hit there. Well, we're getting ready to go back to green, or else we would watch some more replays. Tim Zimmer is your race leader. Couple cars out of the race. John Book, Stephen Pollard III, Eric Jacks, C.J. Williams. All from that crash. Green flag back in the air. We now have more trucks that are on the inside line a lap down. Tim Zimmer cannot clear Hunter Blade right now. He is trying to clear these drivers. Look at Brendan Hancock in second place. That 23 battling with the 50 very aggressively right now. Brendan Hancock going to go down low. He might spin the 50 out. Tim Zimmer and Brendan Hancock, the race leaders, they made contact out of turn 2. Brendan Hancock going to go to the lead here at Bristol. Brendan Hancock trying to get a win in the Truck Series. He won in the Cup Series earlier this season. Back in the field, a lot of the damaged trucks. They're checking up and bouncing off of each other back here, especially these three. It's Callie Hancock, Bean Wiebe, Yale Carrillo. Don't look now, but the points leader, he is in the top 10. So right now, he is able to get some stage points. You see Tim Zimmer getting past the 23 again. Here's Lindsay Hancock. She's up here with the top 2 drivers, trying to battle with these drivers and get the top position. Lindsay is actually 9th place in points. She's not having a bad day so far. Go back to 4th place. That's a 52 of Gavin Jones. He is behind some heavy lap traffic. Then there's a 54, Colton Harmon in 5th place. In 6th place, the 22, Jeremiah Dwayne. He's having a great run so far. Got the 6 of Cody Higginbotham in 7th place. Look at the 83, Alejandro Rodriguez. He is moving up towards the front. He just passed the points leader, Dylan Eberheimen, for a position. Oh, a little bit of contact back here. Tavis Aiken. A lot of these trucks involved in crashes already. They're able to keep it going forward, though. Alejandro Rodriguez on pit road. He is 4 laps down. 29 drivers remain in this race as we get closer to the end of the stage. Top 2 drivers have separated themselves from the 51 of Lindsay Hancock. Brendan Hancock right behind Tim Zimmer. Tim trying to get maximum points if he can. Brendan Hancock trying to get past him. Brendan having a pretty good season in the Cup side. He is 16th right now in points here in the Truck Series. But a good stage finish and a good finish overall would mean some pretty good points for that number 23. We go back here. Oh, there's a crash. Who is that? The 41, Leland Fife, is around. And the caution flag out yet again here at Bristol. Everybody did a great job to miss that 41. Doesn't look like he has any damage. It looked like it was just a single spin. Tim Zimmer continuing to lead. They had a second lead over 3rd place Lindsay Hancock. Actually, 4-second lead now. The 46, Dylan Eberheimen, still near the top 5. He is in 8th place right now. Right now, that 46 would get 15 points in the championship. Tim Zimmer would get 50. That would close it up to about 50 points for Tim Zimmer. He would be pretty close to the points leader. Still a long way to go. Dylan Epperheim and Eric Jacks and Jacob Britt, the top 3 in points, they don't have a win yet this season. They are winless, but they've finished pretty well. Tim Zimmer has a win. Damian Singletary has 2 wins. They're the only drivers in the top 10 that have had wins this season. Let's go ahead and look what happened to Leland Fife. So he's trying to get past Jacob Britt. Ryan Benjamin on the outside. Jacob and Ryan made a little bit of contact. Oh, Jacob Britt just spins the 41 out right in front of Ryan. Luckily, nobody else was involved. Simple little spin out there. So lap 37 out of 125. Very long way to go still. 22 cars on the lead lap. Second place driver in points at 75. Eric Jacks out of the race. Damian Singletary 6th place in points. He is out of the race. The 21 of Jacob Britt running back in 17th position. He is 3rd in the points. Gary Harmon, he is a lap down, back in 28th. So 4 drivers so far in the top 10 having issues. Dylan Eberheimen, the points leader, having a pretty good run right now in 8th place. Trying to keep it off the wall and keep it off of other drivers. He missed that huge crash. So next time by, we're going to get back to green flag. Hunter Blade still on the inside trying to get his lap back. So they're racing until lap 62. So this time by, 22 laps left in the stage. Top 10 drivers will get stage points. The 50 of Tim Zimmer going to lead the field back to the green flag. We're underway here again at Bristol. This time Tim Zimmer gets a great restart. He will get past the bottom line. Hunter Blade almost turned around. The 8 of Ron Jackson into the back of the 98. That's going to stack some drivers up. Look at Brendan Hancock all the way up top. Lindsey Hancock as well. The 52, Gavin Jones, up to 2nd place in this race. A lot of 2 and 3 wide racing further back. Oh, somebody into the wall hard in the back of the field. They gather it up and continue to go. The 46, the points leader, he's on the outside line. He is getting past. He's now in 10th place. He's going to get even past more. Jacob Britt gets past. Oh, and there's a crash. The 4 around. The 46, the points leader, gets past. I think the 24 being Weeby involved yet again. Colton Harmon was spun out. And that's the 4 of Zach Cronin, who was also involved. We're back under caution. You see Bean Weeby coming down pit road. His season just not going good here in the Truck Series. Zach Cronin as well coming down. Alejandro Rodriguez continues to come down pit road. I don't know what his issue is. So back under caution. And now the points leader, Dylan Eberheimen, back to 14th. If the stage were to end at this point, he would not get any stage points. This could be huge. This could really change the points up if it continues to go like it is right now. Not sure where the rest of the field is. There they are. They're on the front stretch. Bean Weeby just got his car repaired, but he will be a lap down now. And the 4 of Zach Cronin, I believe, will be a lap down as well. So let's go ahead and show you what happened on this crash. The 54 Colton Harmon, he was spun out. The 4 of Zach Cronin was involved. Whoops. As well. See, Cody Higginbotham just hit Colton, came down low, hit the 4. Dylan Eberheimen almost involved in that crash. Bean Weeby then was collected. Colton Harmon lost a lot of positions, but he did not get any damage from that crash. He would spin down low. I don't think, nobody hit him. And Bean Weeby, the unfortunate recipient of another crash here at Bristol. Still running in this race, same as Zach Cronin. But both drivers now are one lap down. 29 drivers still in this race. 5 drivers out of the race. The 17 of John Book, Stephen Pollard III, the 75 Eric Jacks. We've got the 10 of CJ Williams. 4 of those drivers involved in that massive crash a few cautions ago. And then the 18 of Damian Singletary involved in a very early crash. So he will be credited with a last place finish. He was up in 6th place in points, doing pretty well. Won the day race here in the Truck Series earlier this season. Won the race before that as well. He's the only back-to-back winner in the Truck Series with 2 wins, 2 top 5 finishes. Those were both his wins. A couple top 10s for that 18 team, but not tonight. So another double file restart. More drivers on the inside line. This is going to make it so difficult for some of the cars that are back in 4th, 5th, 6th place. As Tim Zimmer is going to get the green flag yet again. He is going to get a good start. Can the 52 of Gavin Jones follow with him? He is not. Gavin Jones stuck on the outside line. Ron Jackson now gets into the back of the 98. And there's another big crash on the back stretch. The points leaders involved. The 45, the 20. Dylan Eberheimen involved in this caution. Jeremiah Dwayne, Yel Carrillo, doesn't look like they had any bad damage. Man, oh man. So now the points leader involved in a crash. He is now going to be close to 20th, possibly 20th. He is 20th place now. So we wind down the stage. We wind down the laps for the stage. I don't think that 46 is getting any stage points today. That's how he got his points lead, was the stage points. Go ahead and watch the restart. He was on the inside line. I think, looks like the 6 of Cody Higginbotham. Oh, wow, a lot of cars hit the wall hard. I think Logan York might have been the first car that hit the wall. It almost looked like a tire went down or something on that car. He just went right up into the wall. I think he got help. No, I don't think he did get help. I think he hit the wall hard. Oh. The 45, Ryan Benjamin, and the 20, Yel Carrillo, they made some pretty hard contact with each other. Watch this again. Logan just up into the wall hard, and that turned him around. Man. Go ahead and ride on board with a couple drivers. See what exactly happened. I don't understand how Logan ended up right on board right behind Logan York. Logan just went way too high. Hit the wall, and then Alejandro Rodriguez ended up spinning him out. Go ahead and ride with the points leader real quick. Dylan Eberheimen, who is behind this mess. He got a little bit of damage, not too much. So Tim Zimmer continuing to lead this race. He is absolutely loving all of these cautions. Lap 62 is when they're racing to the end of the stage. If the stage were to end under caution, the top 10 drivers will get stage points. That 88 of Callie Hancock, she is looming up in there in the top 5, running back in 5th, but she's a few seconds back right now. She's 14th in the points. She has a win. A good stage finish for her. Could mean everything tonight. Brendan Hancock back in 2nd. 3rd is Gavin Jones. 4th, Lindsey Hancock. And 5th is Callie Hancock. The Hancocks are in the top 5. 3 of them in the top 5. Running pretty well so far. A restart tonight now. More trucks on the inside line. Almost more on the inside than we do on the outside. So 8 laps to go in the stage. Tim Zimmer, the 50, is going to lead the field to the green flag. Hunter Blade still on the inside trying to get his lap back. We are back underway here at Bristol. Tim Zimmer going to get another great start. Brendan Hancock not so lucky. He is going to go up top. He is not going to get a good start. He's going to get passed again by Gavin Jones. Gavin goes underneath him for second. Now here comes Lindsey Hancock and Callie Hancock. They're going to make their way past the 23 of Brendan. Tim Zimmer out front. Still green flag. There's some contact further back in the field. Everybody continues to go without any issues. They're still bumping into each other. 3 and 4 wide. Logan York now gets turned around. Hard into the wall. That did throw the caution, so we don't have to throw it. Logan York now gets spun out by Jeremiah Dwayne. The points leader trying to get past drivers. He's trying to be cautious, I think, at this point. So back under caution. This next restart should be the final lap or two until the stage ends. So many cautions back to back here at here at Bristol, Texas. What am I talking about? So Brendan Hancock restarted second. He fell back to fourth. Everybody's still in this race. Except for those 5 drivers that were not in the race, that were in the crash earlier. So Tim Zimmer, the 50, in the lead, looking to get 50 stage points. Believe we're going to be going back to green next time by. No. So on the restart, we should have a 1-lap shootout to the end of the stage. So we're going to be right back under caution. Now the question is, will there be another crash that happens on the restart, or is it just going to be the stage end? So as soon as the green flag comes out, the caution flag is going to come out as well. So 1 to go until the green flag. Next time by, we're going to just put the white flag out for the stage and let them race. Remember, the top 10 drivers get stage points. The standings could change a little bit in this lap, depending on the lap traffic. Tim Zimmer trying to get a good restart. He's got Ron Jackson below him now. Ron's had a pretty good truck. And Tim Zimmer is going to lead the field back to the green flag. We're underway again at Bristol. Ron Jackson, even with the 50 of Tim Zimmer, he is going to get past him. Everybody did get past the start-finish line. Caution flag out for the end of the stage. Ron Jackson going to get his lap back. Can Hunter Blade get his lap back? No, they're 3 wide behind him. As we finish the stage, the top 10 drivers get stage points. Oh, Hunter Blade almost got turned by the 23. Brendan Hancock, they're wrecking under caution. Huge crash. The 41, the 46. I saw Leland Pfeiffer on somewhere. There he is. Maybe he didn't get turned around. I don't know. I thought he did. So the top 10 drivers get stage points. Tim Zimmer, Brendan Hancock, Callie Hancock, Gavin Jones, Lindsey Hancock, Axel Zero, the 13 Tavis Haken, he has made his way back up towards the front. Cody Higginbotham, Jacob Britt, and Leland Fife, they all get stage points. The points leader, Dylan Eberheim, he is going to miss out on some very much needed stage points. The way this race is going, Tim Zimmer could be the points leader at the end of this thing. If not within 25 or so points of Dylan Eberheim. He has been leading this race. Well, he's led just about every lap, it seems like. Ron Jackson, the 8, he got his lap back, so he is back on the lead lap. Hunter Blade almost got past the race leader of Tim Zimmer and almost got his lap back, but could not do it. So we'll add the stage points up for you guys later on. Jacob Britt, 3rd place in points. He gets 10 stage points. That's definitely going to help him in the points. He's going to be within 4 points of Eric Jacks, depending on where he finishes. Once the standings update, it's going to definitely change a lot of stuff. Dylan Eberheim, no stage points tonight. No stage points last week either. Dylan Eberheim was involved in a crash a couple cautions ago, and that has put him in the back. He has not been able to move up too much. He is in 18th position. Last week, however, at Texas, the points leader, he was put 1 lap down. Just did not have a good finish at all. A lot of crashes in that race. A lot of crashes tonight as well. We have been under caution so many times tonight. But we're over halfway in this race. 1 more lap until the green flag is back out. Tim Zimmer, the race leader, he is trying to finish in the top 10 now. Trying to win this race. He would win his 2nd time tonight if he could get the win. Brendan Hancock looking for his first win in the Truck Series. What about Callie Hancock? Back in 3rd place. She's 14th in points. And she gets some good stage points. She gets 40 points in her standings. Right now, that moves her up into the top 10 in points. So, Callie could possibly be coming back tonight and getting herself back into the points championship. Tim Zimmer is going to lead the field back to the green flag. The stage winner is going to take the green. He is going to clear Hunter Blade on the inside line. Back here, Brendan Hancock, Callie Hancock battling with each other. They both are clear of lap traffic. They have that 98, though, to get past. Look at back here, Gavin Jones, Lindsey Hancock, many others, 3 wide here. Ryan Benjamin up the track. That's going to put Lindsey up the track as well. Oh, Ryan Benjamin goes around. The 45 is involved. Again in another crash, but nobody. Oh, the 51 and the 3 hard hit there. Nobody else hit Ryan Benjamin when he spun out. That was pretty impressive, actually. So again, Tim Zimmer is still the race leader. Cody Higginbotham, the number 6, he was involved in that crash. I believe that 46 truck, Dylan Eberheim, is starting to move up through the field now. Dylan Eberheim in 15th place. Go ahead and show you what happened with Ryan Benjamin. They were 3 wide. Ryan went up the track, pushed Axel Zero and Lindsey Hancock up the track, and then Axel just spins him. A little bit of movement back there. The 6 of Cody Higginbotham almost collected in that crash. And then obviously we saw the 51 of Lindsey Hancock. She was running in the top 10. She was collected. And the 3 of Axel Zero. Oh, Bean Weeby hit the 3, and that put them up into the wall. Luckily, no one else involved. That 87, for some reason, is on pit road. Still, he is 10 laps down. Ron Jackson up to 17th place. Does anybody have anything for the 50 of Tim Zimmer? Tim Zimmer has been one of the points contenders all season long. He won at Martinsville. He won at one of the short tracks this season. Here he is leading at the other short track, the last short track of the season. I believe it's the last short track. Let me just double check. No, we still have Richmond coming up in a few weeks. Next week, the Cup and the Truck Series are at Kansas. After that, then we've got Chicagoland, Daytona. Oh, actually, no, this is the final short track of the Truck Series season. The Cup Series will go to Richmond, but not the Truck Series. And then to round out the championship, we've got the Roval, ISM, and Homestead. Both points championships looking to be pretty close and pretty intense as we enter the final races of the season. I think the Truck Series championship is going to be a little bit closer than the Cup Series. Right now, the Cup Series it's kind of just two drivers involved with the championship, but it could change tomorrow. Who knows? We're seeing a lot of the points contenders tonight having issues. So the field getting ready for another restart. Tim Zimmer on the outside line. Can he get another good restart? He does. No, maybe not. So the 98, Hunter Blade, he has his lap back now. Tim Zimmer all the way up the track. Here comes the 23 and the 88. The 88, Callie Hancock in second. We've got a caution on the track. Hunter Blade will get his lap back. Oh, Sheila Harmon. Heavy damage. Who was at the 16? Caleb Johnson, Axel 0. Dylan Eberheimen got some pretty big damage in that crash. Wow. So we're going to have to go back and check that out. But now we've got a new second place driver, Callie Hancock. She got 40 points in the stage, running in second place. Hunter Blade just got his lap back, so 22 drivers now on the lead lap. Go ahead and look at Sheila Harmon's crash. I don't think she's going to finish all the laps tonight, but she is one of the drivers who has finished every lap in the Truck Series. No DNFs. Oh, Bean Weeby spins her out. Oh, hard hit there. That was the only car involved in a crash there at that point. The 16 of Caleb Johnson, he was spun out. I'm not sure who else was involved in that. I'll have to look again. Ryan Benjamin, possibly. So you see the 63, she gets spun out, hits the wall hard. Ryan Benjamin comes up the track. Jacob Britt as well. Oh, they made contact. Bruce Zero was involved. You see just a big mass of cars there. And in the meantime, Hunter Blade now on the lead lap. So he has fought multiple cautions to try to get his lap back, and he will now be in the lead lap. Sheila Harmon has retired from the race. Tyra Resner, Yale Carrillo, Caleb Johnson, they were all on pit road. Points leader Dylan Eberheim back in 19th position. Caleb Johnson, his hood comes off of his car. Alejandro Rodriguez still on pit road. I don't know what's going on with that truck. Yale Carrillo still has a lot of damage on his. The hood is all buckled up on the front. Oh, somebody else now. Who is that? Ron Jackson. Ron Jackson blowing up on the front stretch. He had just gotten his lap back a few cautions ago, and now he is blowing up, and he is going to be out of the race. In the meantime, Tim Zimmer, Callie Hancock, and Brendan Hancock, the top three drivers. Gavin Jones sitting back there in fourth place. Fifth place is Leland Fife. Who would have thought he'd be in the top five in this race? Look at Logan York in 10th place as well. So next time by, the green flag going to be in the air again. Another wild restart is coming your way. It's going to be 45 laps to go on this restart. Ron Jackson out of the race. He was 28th in points. Not going to have a good finish again. Tavis Aiken, one of the drivers up near the front, he's in 6th place. He is back in 15th in points. A lot of drivers could be making up some great points on the points leader as Dylan Eberheim continues to get caught up in all of these tiny wrecks. So the 49, Tim Brannigan on the inside line, trying to get a lap back for the 49 team. He is not going to get a good start. The 50 of Tim Zimmer, Callie Hancock, and I think Brendan Hancock, they are all three going to get clear of the lap cars. Behind them, the 49, he is going to slow the 4 of Zach Cronin down. Gary Harmon as well. There's Bean Weeby. The 52, Gavin Jones, he has got 3 lap cars in front of him he needs to get past. Somebody on pit road. Who is that? Tyrell Resner is on pit road, but I think somebody else. Tyrell and Yo Carrillo on pit road. Thought we had a caution somewhere, but we don't. We stay green. Double file back here. Looks like we might have a few laps at least under green. Bean Weeby, Ryan Benjamin. Still holding up the 52 of Gavin Jones. Oh, a little bit of contact back here. The 33, Logan York, he is trying to work his way towards the front. Tavis Haken as well, trying to get past some of the lap trucks. Gavin Jones 3 seconds back. These trucks here are all a lap down. We up front, Callie Hancock, she's back to 3rd. Brendan up to 2nd. First is Tim Zimmer. Top 3 drivers have a pretty big gap between them. And then they've got almost a 4-second gap between Gavin Jones and themselves. Gavin is, just under 4 seconds back. And then Bruce Zero is back here battling for 5th. He takes 5th away from Tavis. Here comes the 6 of Cody Higginbotham. The 6 and the 7 battling for 5th. Whoa, a couple trucks on pit road. Alejandro Rodriguez, Tyrell Resner, Yo Carrillo. I think they're going to probably be pitting quite a bit. So the top 3 trucks, they've separated themselves from the pack, even from the lap trucks. Tim Zimmer leading this race. Brendan Hancock is closing in over a 4-second gap between 1st and 4th. Just about 1 second between 1st and 3rd. Callie trying to work her way back up to these top 2. Brendan has got to the back bumper of Tim Zimmer. Go through some of the drivers back here. 16 of Caleb Johnson. I believe he's a lap down. Right in front of him. Actually, Caleb getting past the 54 of Colton Harmon. Colton Harmon right now running in 18th place. The tail end driver. Tail end of the lead lap. Dylan Eberheimen, the points leader, running in 17th. In front of him, Jeremiah Dwayne in 16th place. See Laura Lee Weeby, she's on the lead lap still. So is Axel Zero, the pole sitter. A lot of drivers here battling. Bean Weeby, he is continuing to fall through this field. Leland Fife running in 12th position. Not having a bad run right now. Despite his day, he has been involved in numerous crashes. Tavis Haken running in 10th place. Look at Hunter Blade, the 98. He went from being a lap down early in this race to getting his lap back. He is in 9th place right now. And he is working his way through the field. He just got past Tavis Haken a few laps ago. Logan York running in 8th place, having a great run tonight. Jacob Britt, he has rebounded to 7th place. He's 3rd in points entering this race. The 51, Lindsay Hancock, she was involved in a few crashes. She's on the lead lap in 6th place. Cody Higginbotham running in 5th, trying to get past Tim Brannigan, a lap truck. Gavin Jones, 4th place. He is about 6 seconds back now. He has got multiple trucks to get past. And then you've got the top 3 drivers here. That's Tim Zimmer, Brendan Hancock, and Callie Hancock. Laps are winding down here at Bristol. Whoa, a lot of stuff happening on the front stretch. Oh, Logan York hard into the wall. Hunter Blade. And, the 51 to 22, the 46, the points leader involved. Ryan Benjamin gets involved as well. Huge crash again. If we had just commented about Logan York's night, you see the 98. Oh, that's actually the 88. Did she get involved? Callie Hancock might have been involved in that even. The 98 Hunter Blade just got on the lead lap, and in the top 10, Logan York. He was having a great run, and I think it's going to be another DNF for that driver. Look at Tim Zimmer. He's coming down pit road. Whoa. The race leader. I'm not sure if that's a scheduled pit stop or not. Oh, Tim Zimmer has damage. Tim Zimmer, huge damage to the front of his truck. What? This is coming to the caution. The trucks were still scattered on the front stretch, or in turns 1 and 2. Oh, Tim Zimmer hit the points leader. I think wow, we're going to have to go back and check all of this out. So the race leaders involved with this crash. This wreck started off of turn number 4, ended in turn 2. Gavin Jones got real slow on the outside line. Logan York really far down low. Gavin was 4th. Came up the track. The 98 and the 33, huge damage. Jeremiah Dwayne, huge crash as well. You see Lindsay Hancock involved. She was in the top 10. You see the points leader. He got a lot, or the race leader right now. A lot of damage on his truck. Man, oh man. That was a huge crash. A lot of drivers taken out. Let's watch Tim Zimmer, the race leader. He has led the most laps, got stage points, and he is involved in the crash as he's leading. So the crash happens, the caution is out, they're trying to slow down, and they're still wrecking in front of him. Ooh, right into the back of the points leader. Man. I don't know if Callie Hancock had damage already, or if she was involved. Let's look and see. See, Tim Zimmer gets involved. Brendan got a little piece of that as well. Ooh, so did Callie. My gosh. So this race, with just 25 laps to go now, is a completely different race. Tim Zimmer has retired from the race. Wow. Also, Jeremiah Dwayne, Lindsay Hancock, Logan York, and Hunter Blade, they have all retired. So 23 drivers left. I think Tim Zimmer is going to be finishing in 23rd, 23rd, I believe. 23rd or 24th. The points leader, Dylan Eberheimen, in 13th position. Everyone else a lap down or more. Green flag back in the air. Brendan Hancock going to lead them down this time by. The 88 Callie Hancock trying to get past that 4 of Zach Croden on the outside line. She is stuck behind the 4. Oh, they're crashing again behind them. The 41's around. Caution was not thrown out. We do have to throw the caution. Go ahead and watch that real quick. We're only watching a replay because I've got to actually use the restroom before we get back to green. See, the 83 of Alejandro Rodriguez just spins Leland Fife out. So we're under caution yet again. We will be right back. Meanwhile, Cody Higginbotham, he got into second place. That number 6 truck. We'll be right back here at Bristol. Alright, we are back here at Bristol. Sorry about that, everybody. Should be getting back to green this time by. Yep, pace lights are off. So Tim Zimmer, the race leader, the stage winner, he led the most laps tonight. He will finish in 20, possibly second. Still actually 21st, I believe. The 2 of Tyrell Resner has to get past him still. And so does the 20 of Yo Carrillo. They'll both be able to get past. 12th drivers on the lead lap. Dylan Eberheimen is up to 8th place. So the points leader now having a pretty good run. Brendan Hancock going to try to get past the 4 Zach Cronin this time yet again. Green flag back in the air. Nearing the end of this race, Brendan Hancock will clear the 4. Here comes the 6 of Cody Higginbotham. What about the 88 of Callie Hancock? She is back here. Oh, somebody hard into the wall. That might have been the points leader possibly. Looked like that was the 7 of Bruce Zero. He hit the wall pretty hard. The field checks up back here, but everybody continues. Callie Hancock continuing to fall back, but she is not going to lose any positions. That 21 Jacob Britt is the next driver in line. Here comes the 7 of Bruce Zero, the 46 Dylan Eberheim back in 8th place. Callie is still in 4th. Now she falls back to 5th. Can she get down low? She will, I think. Maybe not. Up front, Brendan Hancock has a huge lead over Cody Higginbotham. Cody now clears the lap traffic. Bruce Zero got past Callie Hancock. Here comes the 54 of Colton Harmon now. 46 of Dylan Eberheimen has fallen back. He is back to 11th place, outside of the top 10 now. Callie Hancock will settle in 5th place, right in front of Colton. One of the drivers there having a pretty good run. Whoa, is that Dylan Eberheimen coming out of pit road? No, that's the 87. Never mind. We're good, we're good. The 46 Dylan Eberheimen, I think he has some damage on his truck. He has fallen back to 12th. Last driver on the lead lap. Points leader there, the 46 truck. 3 wide in front of these drivers. Whoa, Leland Fife and the 46 made contact. Right now, Brendan Hancock almost a 2-second lead over 2nd place. See the huge gap. It's almost a whole front stretch between him and the 6 of Cody Higginbotham. 10 laps to go here at Bristol. Can Brendan Hancock get his first win in the Truck Series? Came into this race 16th in points. He could possibly have his first win in the Truck Series. Brendan Hancock does not have any top 5 finishes yet. He had a pretty good run going at Daytona earlier this season until that crash with 2 to go ended up taking him out. Oh, look at Ryan Benjamin. He is now blowing up on the inside. He's to the apron. I don't think we're going to go under caution. No, caution is out, I think. Somewhere. Something happened. Did the caution come out because of Ryan? That's interesting. Caution flag is out. You see Ryan Benjamin retires from the race. So we're going to have a few laps left in this race. The 23 and the 6 are going to be clear of lap traffic. And then you've got the 20, the 22, the 97, who were all 1 lap down. The 21 and the 88, next 2 cars in line. Bruce Zero back to 5th. Man, oh man. So another restart here. I'm not sure why the caution came out. We're going to have to go back and look and see. Ryan Benjamin had camshaft issues. Oh, there was a crash. Looked like there was a crash. Waiting to see where the pace lights are. Or pace lights are on the pace truck. Wow, so yeah, I guess I don't know, that's weird. There was no crash. Huh. So, I think the caution actually came out because of the lap cars. Because of the lap car of the 45, Ryan Benjamin. Look at this, the 20 and the 2 coming down pit road. So now Gary Harmon, the only lap truck within the top 5 drivers. 3rd and 4th place separated between the leaders, or the lap truck of Gary separated between the leaders and 3rd and 4th place. Brendan Hancock just a few more laps to go until he can get his first win here at Bristol. First win of the Truck Series. He won in the Cup Series at Darlington earlier this season. So we should have 2 laps to go on the restart. Cody Higginbotham, the number 6, looking for his first win of the season. Cody Higginbotham back in 32nd place in points. Only had one top 5 so far this season. Or top 10, that is, this season. Looking for his first win. Jacob Britt, the 21, looking for a win. He does not have a win yet this season. Callie Hancock behind him in 4th place. I don't think she is going to be able to get it done tonight, but she is having a good run. She could finish in the top 5 and gain a lot of points. Tim Zimmer is back to 23rd, so that's where he will finish. He got the stage win, so that's a good thing for him. It's going to be like he finished in the top 10, but not the points day he wanted completely. He was hoping to either be the points leader or be pretty close to Dylan Eberheimen. So 1 more lap to go until the green flag. This time by it's going to be 2 laps to go. Brendan Hancock, the 23, leading this race. Can he hold off the 6 for his first win of the season? Both drivers, top 3 drivers actually, do not have a win. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Brendan Hancock gets a great start over Cody Higginbotham. Top 2 drivers now going to separate themselves from everybody else. Jacob Britt going to push the 97. Gary Harmon up the track. Oh, they're wrecking behind him. The 4, Zach Cronin involved. The 7. Do they crash? I think they do. Caution flag is out. No, they took the white flag. Did they? Or no? Caution flag is out. Are they slowing down? They are. So the race is official. Brendan Hancock will win the race. This is going to be his first win of the season. Callie Hancock was able to get past Jacob Britt for 3rd place. You see Brendan Hancock, the checkered flag in the air, so he will get his first win of the season. Got to go back and see what happened in that crash. Points leader Dylan Eberheimen, he got 10th place in this race. So the 4 of Zach Cronin. Well, first it started with the 21 Jacob Britt. He pushed Gary Harmon up the track. And then the 7 of Bruzzera spins the 4 out. It wasn't really even a... Oh, yeah, there was a crash there. The 41, the 25 involved. Man, oh, man. So Brendan Hancock going to outlast everybody and get the win. Cody Higginbotham 2nd. 3rd, Callie Hancock 4th. Jacob Britt. Colton Harmon finishing 5th. Bruce 0 in 6th, 7th Tavis Haken, and 8th Axel 0. And then everyone else a lap or more down. You see Alejandro Rodriguez winning last week in the Truck Series, finishes 9th tonight. The points leader Dylan Eberheim in 10th place, but no stage points for him. The biggest loser is definitely the 50 of Tim Zimmer. He had led the most laps at that point that he was involved in the crash. Crash at the end of the field. Tim was leading the race after winning the stage. Involved in a crash under caution. He is going to lose out on some very valuable points. He could have won the race and he could have gotten a lot of points, but now he is going to lose to Dylan Eberheimen. Points should be interesting after race number 8. Let's go ahead and look and see what they're like at this point in the Truck Series. We'll be right back. So the points after race number 8 in the Truck Series here at Bristol have definitely changed. Dylan Eberheimen still holds on to his points lead. He is now only 52 points ahead of Jacob Britt, who moves into 2nd. Tim Zimmer with this stage win, even though he finished back in 23rd, he moves up to 3rd place, and he is only 83 points back. If he could have finished in the top 5 or top 10, he would probably be the points leader at this point. Gary Harmon, he was able to get past Eric Jacks. He's up to 4th. With Brendan Hancock's win, he goes from 16th to 5th in the points. He is 117 points back. Callie Hancock behind him, 118 points back. She finished 3rd. She is up 8 positions. She is in the top 10. Eric Jacks, he fell back from 2nd to 5th, or to 7th. He fell back 5 positions. He is 131 points back. Bruce Zero back in 8th place. Ninth, Cody Rhodes, Tavis Aiken up to 10th. And Tavis gained 5 positions. Tavis Aiken tied with Caleb Johnson for 10th. They're 167 points back. See, Lindsay Hancock, she fell back to 12th place. Damian Singletary, he fell from 6th to 13th. He's 182 points back. So, more drivers having some better luck in the back. Gavin Jones, he's up 5 positions. Unfortunate for Logan York, he loses 2 positions. He is back to 27th, his 5th DNF out of 8 races. Unfortunate for that driver. He has just had bad luck left and right. Bean Weeby still back in last. CJ Williams fell back. Leland Fife up to 32nd in points. So we've got 6 races left. 6 races left in the Truck Series. This points battle is not over. Top 3 drivers within striking distance. But Gary Harmon, Brendan Hancock, Callie Hancock, Eric Jacks, Bruzero, they're within a pretty close distance. Even Caleb Johnson, Tavis Aiken. The top 10 drivers could possibly win this championship. The first 2 drivers, Dylan Eberheim and Jacob Britt, 6 top 10s between them, or with each of those drivers, in 8 races. So, having pretty good runs. Dylan Eberheim and Jacob Britt both have had 1 DNF. Same with Tim Zimmer. The stage points, though, they are everything in this series. You've got to have stage points if you want a chance to win the championship. So, a lot of racing still left. But the final short track in the Truck Series of the season, Brendan Hancock able to get the win, moved himself into 5th in points. Next week at Texas, I believe it's Texas or Kansas. Let's see, Kansas, I believe. Just double check. Next week in the Truck Series, we are at Kansas. So that should be a pretty interesting race. See what happens there. Join us tomorrow night, though, for a Bristol Night. Should be another action-packed night of racing and wrecking, of course. See what that championship series is like after Bristol. Until then, we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great night. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.